The purpose of this project or experiment is to see the sleep of each people, if they have a good sleep or a bad sleep, because of the cell phone. As the cell phone disturbs your head, it affects the sleep because your head is still working when the person is asleep. We used an app to record each person's sleep. Each person must turn on the app before sleeping. The results were that the people which didn't use the cell phone before sleeping, they slept very well and with less thoughts in their minds. Before doing the experiment, none of the persons we tested were alike, all thought only because of their self.
In a recent study carried out by Huffington Post, it was demonstrated that 64.52% of people sleep with their phones next to their bed. 16.02 have the phones in a different room, and 16.31 have it in the same room but not within reach. 70 to 77% of the people aged 18 to 44 have their phones next to their beds. But with ages 45 plus, it's only an amount of 58%. In another study carried out by the Ohio State University, 532 students were surveyed and analyzed. And this demonstrated that the average usage time for the phone is 46.6 minutes during the night. Another further study carried out by the California State University demonstrated that people who don't wake up to check their phones have significantly fewer sleeping problems than people who do once or more, and it is changed in a drastic way, from a mean score of 34.86 for people who don't wake up to a mean score of 39.01 to people who do. This demonstrates how sleeping affects you directly.
So for this investigation, we asked a group of people from different ages and genders to download an application that allows to track their sleeping cycles. We asked those who have the habit of using their phone before bed to stop using it, and vice versa. And as part of the experiment, we took into consideration the habits these people have, like their sleeping habit, their eating habits, or their exercising habits, since they are factors that may also affect a person's sleep. So the first step was to ask them to download the application, and once they did that, we asked them to track their normal sleeping habits for a week, and then during the second week, they tracked down their habits by using their smartphones or to stop using them. As a result, we obtained the following graph. The blue color indicates the first week that the people had. It shows the average of sleep they had, and on week 2, it was after they either stopped using their smartphone or used their smartphone.
When we made our experiment, we found out none of the people we were testing had a perfect lifestyle. For example, some of them had bad eating habits, some of them didn't exercise as they should, some of them were not healthy enough, but what they all had in common was their phones. So we tested them and we found out just what we thought we would. We found out that people who use their phones just before sleeping have a unhealthier style than those who stop using it before sleeping, like an hour or two, depending on the person. So what we found out concludes with what we thought we would find out, since experts have been saying it. We found out that blue light affects your sleep cycle, therefore affects your whole day and your health. So now we have a new understanding about the problem, where we have more clear how phones can affect you, And if we had to add one more step to our experiment, we would test how much time do you have to wait before sleeping with your phone, since it's also an important factor in our experiment. A study done by Harvard showed how in the past 50 years, sleeping quality of people has been a decline in duration and in quality. We think this is because of technology, since the past 50 years have been crucial for technology. So we decided to make an experiment relating phones, tablets, and other types of technology with sleep. We researched and we found out that a study was made some years ago, and what this study was able to show was how blue light, which is the light in phones, tablets, etc., affected your lifestyle and your health, since people do not know how much this can affect you nowadays. So what this experiment was about was of 12 people in one group and 12 people in another one. One of the groups read for 4 hours before sleeping in a tablet and the other one in a printed book. And the ones who read in a tablet had negative health effects. For example, their melatonin hormone, which is the hormone related to sleep, and their circadian rhythms were not as constant. They didn't feel as good as the other people. And the people with a printed book slept quite well and had a healthy lifestyle. So we decided to make this experiment since we think it's really linked to people our age and how people do not know how a phone can affect you.